So in this Oblivion video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of the unique weapons, armor, and accessories that you can purchase from the shops around in the different towns. Please also use the timestamps to help navigate you through this video to go to specific uniques if you want. I know this is a long one, but I genuinely hope it does help you save some time. Instead of you having to worry about going to multiple different shops and going through multiple different loading screens to see what they have, they'll all be just conveniently right here in this video for you to find out what uniques they have for sale. Also, before I get into this, I just wanted to mention I don't cover any of the guild shops of what you can purchase from the different guilds you can join. Also, I don't cover the different merchants that you can find outside of the different towns. I know there are merchants you can find around in the wild and outside of the different towns too. And don't worry about the price of any of these, because near the end of this video, after I'm done showing you all of the uniques from the shops, I cover how to do the duplication glitch so you can just stock up on as much gold as you want to be able to purchase these. Just in case you don't know about the duplication glitch, I added it into this video as well. It's part of the timestamp, so if you want to just skip straight to that, you can. And yes, even the armor that I'm wearing right now, such as, the chest piece and the helmet and the axe, these also can just be purchased from the shops. And you can purchase these at whatever level you want. If you're level 1, that's fine. You could still purchase these if you want. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. If you find this kind of content enjoyable, consider leaving a like on the video. Let's see if we can also get this video to surpass 1,000 likes. I know that's a lot to ask for, but here lately, the support over my Oblivion Remastered videos have been amazing. Seriously, can't thank you guys enough. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video now. Enjoy. Alright, so the first shops we're going to be hitting will be located at the Imperial Market District. Y'all should know where this is located at. Alright, so the first shop I'll be showing y'all will be located right over there. It's called the Main Ingredient. It's not too far from the Arena District. It's at the edge of town here. It's a pretty hidden away shop. But yeah, in here you can find a mantle that could benefit your build. As you can see, you can find the Mantle of the Woodsman. It's a hood, and this benefits your speed and alchemy, however it drains your strength and endurance. So you can put this on while you're creating some things with alchemy if you want. But yeah, carrying on here from the Main Ingredient shop, we're going to be heading over here now to the Red Diamond Jewelry. And here there's actually a really nice ring that will benefit your stealth builds. As you can see, if you head over here and talk to this guy, as you can see, he sells a really nice ring called the Spectre ring. And this will benefit your sneak, security, and it will also give you chameleon on self. It also has feather on self by 100 points. However, it does drain your strength and endurance. But this could be really good for like archery builds or stealth builds in general when wearing this. Yeah, this drains your strength a little bit, but overall, the benefits that you gain from wearing this, I'd say is worth it. This is definitely a nice one to get your hands on. Its cost is a little over 14,000 gold, which should be no problem with the duplication glitch. Money comes easy now. But yeah, anyways, from the Red Diamond Jewelry shop, we want to skip past this shop here, the feed bag. There's nothing in there that'll benefit us. Well, there's no like unique item that'll benefit us, I should say. But yeah, we want to stop in here, the Ginseng Good as New merchandise. Inside this shop, if we talk to Ginseng here, she'll actually have this two-handed Warblade here, called the Akavari Warblade. As you see, it comes with quite a bit of effects on this that will benefit you. Damage health on strike, damage fatigue on strike, and it'll also damage magicka on strike. So yeah, keep in mind it is a two-handed claymore. And it's not that expensive, only a little over 5,000 gold. But anyways, carrying on here though, next stop will be at the Three Brothers Trade Goods. Inside here, there's a few people you could talk to. This first guy will have a pretty decent helmet on him, called the Helm of the Deep Delver. And this will give you light on self by 60 feet. So if you're looking to, brighten things up, this will help you. Also, it comes with disease resistance, poison resistance. However, it does drain your speed on self by 5 points. You know what? I'll go ahead and put this on for you guys. I'll go ahead and purchase it just to show you the light effect on it, in case some of you may be curious about that. I figured I wouldn't have to purchase a lot of these because, they're pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, check it out. As you can see, a light now goes around me, and it'll go up to 60 feet. And the helmet does look pretty sweet, I gotta say. Yeah, that's what this helmet does. Anyways, carrying on here. Next up, let's talk to this dude here, Sergius Verus. I don't know, some of the names here are just weird. But yeah, this guy will also have an Akavari blade on him. And as you can see, the special on this one will disintegrate armor on strike by 100 points and disintegrate weapon on strike by 100 points. This is a really powerful weapon. It does have charge on it, and in case you don't know how to recharge things that require charge, you can go to the Mages Guild or the Arcane University. There is a recharger there, but they'll recharge your stuff for a fee, which once again should be no problem with the duplication glitch. Or you could use filled soul gems too to recharge your things as well. It's all up to you. But yeah, that's how you recharge things. Figured I'd throw out that tip since there will be some other things that require charge. But yeah, anyways, from the Three Brothers Trade Goods, now we're going to be heading over here across the street to a fighting chance. Let's head inside this shop. Once in here, we'll go over and talk to this guy, or lady, and on her we can find something called the Battleaxe of Hatred. This will damage strength of your opponent on strike, damage the willpower of your opponent on strike, and damage the endurance on strike too. It will cost a little over 14,000 gold though, but that should be no problem. So yeah, that's where you can get the Battleaxe of Hatred, if battle axes are your thing. Carrying on though from a fighting chance, now we're going to be heading down the street over here to Render's Staffs. Inside here, if we talk to Render, we can find, of course, some magical staffs from him. The most powerful one is the Apotheosis, but there is the Lesser Staff of Silence, Lesser Staff of Telekinesis, and Staff of Light. But I'll go ahead and share with you all what Apotheosis does. This actually does quite a bit of different elemental damages at once. Fire damage, frost damage, and shock damage on the opponent. So yeah, overall, pretty solid. Also, he does sell different like robes, but none of them are unique. But yeah, carrying on here. Anyways, carrying on here from Render Staffs, we're going to be heading over here to the best defense. Inside here, you want to go talk to this guy. That guy over there doesn't sell anything unique, but this guy does. As you can see, you can find something called the Aegis of the Apocalypse. Now this is a pretty strong chest piece if you're into using blade, blunt, and heavy armor. As you can see, it'll fortify your blade, your blunt, and your heavy armor. However, it will drain your luck and health a bit. But it does make you have a better defense, so really a little bit of a health drain isn't going to be that bad. You're going to be more tanky while wearing that. And it does cost a little over 12,000, but overall, not too bad of a chest piece. Especially how you can just go here and just buy it easily. Anyways, next stop will be the Gilded Carafe. Carafe? I don't know, to be real with you guys. But in here, this chick will be selling something called the Birthright of Astalon. Now this is pretty powerful. It does cost over 16,000 gold though, but that should be no problem. And this will benefit actually your magic. And it'll fortify your agility too. Fortifies your magic quite a bit. So yeah, definitely something you might want to check out if you're into using magic. Anyways, next stop, we want to skip past this. Ironically, there's nothing unique in there. Just some regular old weapons and armor and stuff. But yeah, here if we stop at Mystic Emporium, we can find a unique. Go ahead and talk to this guy here. And as you can see, he'll be selling something called the Hands of the Atronach. This will give you a bunch of different elemental resistance. Give you frost, shock, and fire. Pretty cool. Also, there will be this lady here you could talk with. However, she won't have nothing unique on her, unfortunately. Next stop here will be the Divine Elegance. Let's go ahead and head inside here. Inside here, this lady will be selling something called the Quicksilver boots. This is also unique, and this will fortify your agility and speed. However, it will drain your heavy armor and light armor. They actually look pretty cool. But yeah, that's the only unique from her. So lastly up here, if we head this way, we can find another hidden away shop called the Stonewall Shields. It's at the edge of town. Let's head on inside. And inside here we can actually find two uniques from this guy. Lightfoot boots. This will cost a little over 1,000 gold. And these are heavy armor. The reason why they're called Lightfoot is because, well, they'll make you lighter. They'll give you quite a bit of more feather. That's what they look like. And he'll also sell Tower of the Nine. This is actually a pretty powerful shield. This will give you shield on self, fortify your block, fortify your heavy armor. However, it will drain your light armor. But that shouldn't matter if you are using heavy armor. And this is a heavy armor shield. Overall, a really solid shield for 8,778 gold. Anyways, from the Stonewall shields, now we're going to be going toward the center of town. And once at the center of town, we're going to be heading to this shop here. Copious Coin Purse. Inside here, we can find something called the Imperial Breeches from this guy here. This will fortify your speechcraft, personality, and mercantile. So this basically helps you with, talking with others and persuading others and stuff like that. This is going to cost you a little over 7,000 gold. Pretty handy. Anyway, so yeah, that covers all the uniques that you can get from the Imperial Market District. If I missed any, just let me know. I'm pretty sure that's everything though. Now we're going to be moving on to somewhere else. Next area we'll be heading to from Imperial City will be down here at Anvil. We're going to start at the bottom left here and make our way around. Okay, so starting here at Anvil Main Gate, some of my surroundings, we want to head over here to Morvaine's Peacemakers. Head on inside here and talk to this guy. And he will have something called the Truncheon of Submission, worth a little over 5,000 gold. And this is what it looks like. And it restores health on strike and it damages fatigue. Overall, pretty solid weapon. Anywho, from Morvaine's Peacemakers, we just want to head this way. And we're going to be heading to the dock. The gate to the dock is right over here. Alright, so once out here on the dock, you just want to head this way and head into this shop right here. Lely's Quality Merchandise. And inside here, check what this guy's selling. On him, you can find two uniques. You can find the Boots of the Eel. This has shock resistance. And you can find this, the Apron of the Master Artisan. This is actually pretty good for crafting and stuff. As you can see, it fortifies your armor, fortifies your alchemy, and fortifies security. So, overall, not too shabby. Anyways, I believe that's about it for Anvil. Now let's move over to Skingrad. That shout out to the west gate here. Okay, so once here, you just want to head up into town by heading this way. And our first stop will be here at Colovian's Traders. Inside here, just talk to this guy. And he will have something on him called the Vest of the Bard. It's worth a little over 4,000 gold, and this will fortify your speechcraft and personality. However, it will drain your willpower a little bit. So yeah, that's what he has. That's unique. Now our next stop will be just a little on up from this shop. It'll be right here. All Things Alchemical. And here you can find a pretty good ring. It's called the Ring of Wortcraft. This will fortify your alchemy, luck, endurance. However, it will drain your intelligence. So if you're looking to better your alchemy a little bit, this is a ring you might want to put on. Anyways, next up will be right next door. It's called Hammer and Tongs. Let's head on inside this shop. And inside here, just talk to her.
Not so.
And she will have on her something called the Helm of Ferocity. It's actually pretty good. It fortifies your blade, blunt, and hand-to-hand combat. However, it will drain your intelligence, willpower, and personality. But if you don't really use that much, this could benefit you. But yeah, I think that about does it for this place. Now let's move on to Chorrol. Start from the south gate. Alrighty, so once here, just head this way and head right over here to this shop. This place is called Northern Goods and Trade. Inside here, just head on up and talk with her. Cheydinhal.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
And she'll have a unique on her called Boots of the Swift Merchant. These are light armor boots, and the effects on this will fortify your mercantile, fortify your speechcraft, fortify your speed, and it also will come with weakness to disease on self and weakness to poison on self. But yeah, this will help you with your speechcraft and mercantile, and they cost around 7,000 gold. But yeah, that's what's in here. Let's head on out. Okay, so now anyways, from this shop, that about does it for this side of town. Now we're going to be heading over this way. Our next stop will be right here at Fire and Steel. Inside here, you just want to trade with her. And she'll have a unique on her called Rasheda's Special. They are heavy armor gauntlets, and this will fortify your armor and your strength. And that's the unique she has. Anyways, from here, yeah, that's about it for this town. The only thing that's really left are guilds, which I'm not covering those in this video. Anyways, carrying on though, from here we're going to go up to Bruma. And we'll start at the east gate. Okay, so now once here, we're just going to be heading right and heading down this way. And there will be a shop right here called the Hammer and Axe. Inside here, you can find something called the Gauntlets of Gluttony. This is heavy armor gauntlets, and this will fortify your strength by quite a lot. However, it will drain your health. You can also find a unique dagger called the Dagger of Burning, and it's only worth 253 gold, and the effect that'll have on it is fire damage. The Gauntlets of Gluttony will cost 8,711 gold, but you can get these prices down, of course. That's why I really haven't been saying the prices of the unique items, because you can get them down with mercantile skill. Anyways, from this shop, we're going to be heading up these stairs and heading this way. Our next stop will be right here at Nordwinds. Inside here, from this guy specifically, she doesn't have any uniques on her, but this guy does. He has a unique on him called the Dondoran's Juggernaut. The armor looks awesome. It is a heavy armor chest plate, and it fortifies your strength by quite a lot, fortifies your endurance by quite a lot. However, it will drain your speed and athletics. All in all, not a bad unique to get your hands on. Anyways, from this shop, you want to head right next door to Navaroma. And inside here, from this guy, you can find something called Monkey Pants. And these are actually pretty awesome. These are light armor, and these will fortify your acrobatics and athletics. However, it will drain your willpower. They'll fortify your acrobatics and athletics by quite a bit too. Worth a little over 6,000 gold. Okay, so that about does it for Bruma. Now we're going to be heading over here to Cheydinhal. Okay, so once here at this beautiful town, you just want to head up here, and our first stop will be right at this shop here. The Borba's Goods and Stores. Go over here and talk to Borba. She is looking fine. Anyway, she'll sell something called the Cowl of the Druid. This is actually pretty nice, especially if you're into archery. As you see, it will fortify your marksman, fortify alchemy, and most importantly, it will be able to detect life up to 40 feet away. It's pretty cool, but unfortunately it'll also drain your blade. But yeah, if you don't really use your blade much and you use archery more, this is definitely something you may want to keep in mind. It's worth a little over 7,000 gold. And that's it from here. Let's head on out. Anyways, yeah, now from here, over there doesn't have anything unique, but over here at the March Rider, this place you could find something unique at. Go up to this trader, and she will have something called the Captain Cordon Saber. It looks, you know, like a saber. It's a one-handed longsword blade, and this will absorb blade on strike, absorb agility on strike, and absorb endurance on strike for 30 seconds. Pretty solid. Anyways, yeah, that's about it from there. Once again, I'm not covering the guilds and what you can get from there. But anyways, we're going to be moving our way down to Leyawiin now. We'll start from the west gate here. Okay, now our first stop here will be at the blacksmith. So just head this way, and you can find the shop right here on the corner. No, you can't. I lied. LOL. Look at me. I'm so funny. Okay, now here, our first stop is going to be at the blacksmith, which that shop can be found straight this way, right here. As you see, it's called the Dividing Line. Let's head on in. In here, this trader will have something called the Destarine's Cleaver. And this has damage strength on strike and damage endurance on strike. And yeah, it is a two-handed Battleaxe blunt weapon. Anyways, now from here we're going to continue straight down this way. And we're going to be stopping at this shop right here. Best goods and guarantees. Okay, so now this trader specifically, that trader doesn't have any unique items, but this trader does. As you can see, she has Nister's Boots. This is 8,481 gold. And this will fortify your athletics, fortify your speed, and also you'll be able to breathe underwater for an infinite amount of time. Pretty handy boots. But yeah, that's it here. Of course, those boots will be pointless for you if you're Argonian, because Argonians can breathe underwater forever already. But yeah, so that's about it from here. Now we're going to be lastly moving to Bravil. Let's head on over to this place. Alright, so from the spawn point here, you just want to head this way and check out the Fair Deal shop right here. Inside here, this trader will have something called the Robe of Creativity. This will fortify your intelligence and personality, however it will drain your willpower, unfortunately. Anyways, from this shop, we'll be heading this way to the Warlock's Luck shop, right here. This guy will have something called the Ring of Transmutation. This is a really beneficial ring to put on if you're into magic, as you see how much it will fortify your magicka. However, it will drain your strength and drain your endurance. But hey, if you use just magicka, this will help you. Also, there's a lot of soul gems, and you can find a summon scroll from here and stuff like that, but you can find a bunch of different scrolls and stuff like that from here too. But I'm just covering the unique weapons, armor, and accessories. That's all that this guy will have. Just that ring. Either way, rings are really light to wear and can benefit you greatly, especially if they're unique. Anywho, from here, you want to head this way and go across the bridge. There's actually a pretty powerful bow you can find over here at the Archer's Paradox. It'll be right here to your left when you cross the bridge. Oh wow, it's too late, hang on. Okay, it's daylight again. I gotta say, this town also looks beautiful. Man, the Unreal Engine did its work on this game. The game looks so much better. But yeah, in here, from this guy, you can find something called the Bow of Infliction. This is a powerful bow for a little over 9,000 gold. And this does about the same kind of damage as an ebony bow would. And as you can see, the effects on it will damage agility on strike and drain marksman on strike for 60 seconds. And yeah, it has some charges that you can use to refill with soul gems or take it to the Mage's Guild and have the charge refilled there for a price. Either way, like I mentioned before, this does about the same amount of damage as an ebony bow too. So this is basically just a unique ebony bow in a way. Okay, so that covers all the unique items in the shops of the towns that I covered in this video. Once again, I didn't cover the guilds though and what you can purchase from them, as well as merchants that you can find outside of towns. But yeah, now though, I want to cover how to do the duplication glitch so you can get infinite money. For those of you that don't know how to do it. First off, you're going to have to find an empty container. It doesn't matter what container it is. As you can see, if it has things in it, just empty it out. Next, what you want to do is open up the container and then press in the right stick to search. Now this will pull up this screen here. Now you just want to pick something that you want to duplicate. Keep in mind, if you are going to go duplicate armor and weapons and stuff like that, you got to make sure the condition is 100%. Okay, so now how this duplication glitch works, you just want to store one over here into the crate or whatever. You can store however many you want over here, honestly. And yes, you can duplicate arrows, lockpicks, and all of those goodies too. But for a quick example here, I'm just going to show you with the common soul gem. Now, to duplicate, all I got to do is press A and RB. RB is going to get me to switch over to this side, and A gets me to store. But if I press them simultaneously, that's how the glitch will work. So ARB. Now, how you know it works, the right side over here where we're storing will be lit up and it'll stay at the top, LB, to go back over. Now I just want to tap in AA and voila, I have 46 soul gems now on this side. It's literally that simple. I'll go ahead and give you another example. I'll store one again. This time I'll be duplicating even more because I have more now stacked up. So I'm going to press A and RB at the same time again, and then AA. Bam, got 90 now. And that's how it's done. It's so simple. I definitely recommend to take advantage of this while you can, because I don't know when and if Bethesda will be patching this anytime soon. So yeah, once you get enough soul gems or whatever you're duplicating, go over to one of these shops. There's quite a bit of different shops here. We got a slash and smash, we got a slash and smash stop, we got a slash and smash, we got a slash and smash shop there. Man, that's kind of a tongue twister. We got Mystic Emporium here. I mean, you get it. There's just tons of shops around here. I'm just going to go ahead and go into Mystic Emporium, and I'm going to sell these soul gems that I just duplicated to this lady back here, because I know specifically she likes soul gems. And she has like 2,000 gold or something on her that you can trade with, so that benefits me even more. So now I can, you know, sell up to at least 2,000 gold each time. So for a quick example here, I'm just going to sell, I don't know, 50 common soul gems for 1,242. And as you can see, I can just keep doing that. I'll sell another 50 for that amount. Bam, another 1,000. Sell another. I mean, you get it. As long as you stay below what the merchant has at the top for gold, you can just keep selling over and over and over and over to stock up on your own gold. She doesn't run out of gold. It's not like she just has 2,000 for a limit that you could trade with. No, that's not how it works. You can just keep selling to her as long as you just keep it under her limit of 2000. So yeah, it's literally that simple on how you can get rich quick in this game. Just use the duplication glitch once again while it's still in the game. Figured I'd share this with you at the end of this video because I did show you a bunch of different unique weapons, armor, and accessories you can get from the shops around in town. Just use this glitch to purchase any of those to help, you know, get your character ready to go. You can get any of these once again at level 1 if you wish. But yeah, I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, most importantly, appreciate you all taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, guys, hopefully this helped you out. Peace.